This Sunday, season 2 of UPR Battles.
I don't know. If that music don't make you want to jump, then you just have no rhythm. I mean, God darn it.
Welcome. Here you are again with us. Look at us. Have your drinks. If you're with us tonight, this is a wind down. We, drink our drinks and we talk about the show. And tonight's show is Secret Invasions, episode 2. So while you're drinking your shot or your drink or your wine, leave us a like.
Yes, and tell us what you think about this episode. Uh, I asked you before off air, but now that we're on air, real quick before we go into episode 2, what do you think so far of the 2 episodes of Secret Invasion?
So far, right? It's still super early. It's only the second episode. I tend to enjoy a good spy flick. Like I love, James Bond movies and all of that. So I like the genre. It's like, little James Bond, a little X-Files. I kind of like the genre.
Okay.
Where I feel like it's dragging is the fact that these episodes are so goddamn long. And like,
that might be the reason. Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently if it's true, I think you mentioned last time that there's only 6 episodes. I wish that they would have just shrunk the episodes down and just made more. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm still here for the ride. What about you?
I'm here for the ride. I'm here to put out the content. I'm here to call it for what it is. I'm not big on spy stuff, so when it was revealed it was spies, I didn't think about it in episode 1. When I was reading some kind of review about it and it said spies, I said, "Oh, that might be the reason." But I think also too, like how you mentioned, how long the episodes are. But I do enjoy it. I mean, I think what they really want to do is really flesh out the story. And like how you mentioned to be patient, that's what I'm trying to do is be patient because there's a whole lot going on with these scrolls. I mean,
yeah, it's a lot.
It's hard to keep up because one moment you see something green, next thing you know, you see someone who looks like you, and you're like, "Am I? Who's that?" It's hard to keep up with all that.
But in this episode, we get a little bit of a flashback back in the day, to kind of give us a little bit more backstory on Fury and his relationship with is it gravel or something like
yeah,
gravel?
it's gravel. It's like gravel. You're pretty much. I was laughing at our good friend Dan. He wanted to make sure that we wasn't replaced. Thank you, Dan. Dan is tremendous.
Sure, you trying to be replaced by scrolls. Oh, no, not yet. Or have we? I do have on green. You never know.
No, I'm totally me because I don't think those scrolls have the same lung capacity like me when it comes to drinking. They would just fall out being me.
So we get the flashback. It's Fury and Gravel, a young Gravel, still in his green form, right. And he was introduced to Fury to kind of be like his protege, kind of take him under his wing because all of his family had passed away in that horrible invasion.
War.
Like the war from their planet.
Planet, right. I get what you're saying because when you said country, I got totally what you meant though.
Yeah. So we got to see that they do have some sort of a relationship. And when we go to present day,
pick up from episode 1.
Yeah, pick up from episode 1. We see that Fury. What was the part after that?
You talking about the woman? When you talking about when he's still mourning Maria, and then they put him in a van, and then that's when they're on a train, and that's when they have that train.
Oh no, yeah. So he's at the funeral of Agent Hill, and there's this woman, and apparently she's his mother. She's mourning the fact that her daughter's dead, and not only that, they didn't tell her where she died or anything. Not much.
You give her any information? No.
Yeah. And Fury was there. He takes it upon himself to give her the information that she was looking for. And honestly, I don't know if that's something that I would have done, because it's like, is that really going to help? Like, to know that her daughter died because of me? Like, what? I don't know. I guess.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, was that a smart move? But I think just for her, I don't know if it's her conscious is the word is the conscious, but just for her, because she wanted to
Closure.
know. Yeah, closure. I would go with that, closure. Because she really wanted to know, and she didn't even seem really mad when he revealed and said, it was because of me. She pretty much just said,
You're the reason my daughter's dead. That's what
yeah,
she
she, yeah,
said.
when she said that, you're the reason my daughter is dead. But she was like, but don't let it go into vain. Is the point? Is what I wanted to say. So it just seemed like she was a little heartbroken by it, obviously because her daughter died, but she also was understanding and just said, don't let that go into vain.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, there was that. Then we see him leaving the funeral with Alien T. they're on the train, and they're having this conversation about Fury's talking about how when he was younger,
Hmm.
things were segregated, and he was talking about this game he used to play with his mother called
Hmm.
Tell Me Something I Don't Know. So he's pretty much trying to get some information from Alien T
Right.
about what's going on with this invasion. Like, you
LNT.
know
Yep.
something, what's up?
Wow.
And
Wow.
and and Alien T was like, he was like, you don't know, I don't know nothing you don't know, right? And Fury was like, that ain't the name of the game, bruh. Tell me something I
I
don't know.
don't
I know
know.
you know. Right. I know you know something that I don't know. And eventually it kind of came out that there are not just a few like scattered amount of
He brought almost
scrolls.
a whole colony of these dudes. Like
Yes.
it was like originally, I guess it was supposed to be a small refugee of these scrolls, right? Because
Yeah.
right, they don't have a home. They're homeless. So right, you understand that. But when we going to Alien T, Alien T's like, come on down. Earth is just fine.
Yeah, he put out the call. He was like, yo, everyone can come. He brought all 1 million of them
He
to
had
Earth.
what he did. He did an Instagram live, and they were like, "What?" Earth is like, "What?"
Where are you at? He dropped his location.
We have phones here. We have phones here.
Uh,
We have chicken, like fried chicken. What? I laughed when Samuel Jackson. We had fried chicken. I said, "Yeah, okay, we okay, Samuel." But carry on.
so and also I forgot to mention in our flashback scene, we saw that Fury gave them the option to, hey, you can come to Earth if you fight for us and do all of this for
Right,
us. And
right,
if you
right,
do
right.
that, we'll find you someplace. Like, we'll look out for you, right? And that's what caused a lot of the scrolls to put their
That
life on the line.
I was gonna say real quick too, because when you talk about that scene, did want to mention there was a Captain Marvel uh name drop. I think they said Captain Marvel. I
Mhm.
don't know if they said Captain Marvel. They actually called her by her actual name. I'm sorry, I'm blanking on it right now, but I just wanted to throw that out there just so that you guys know that this is all connected to Captain Marvel.
Yes. So in back in the train, when Alien T, he's getting frustrated. He was like, look, our people, we had nowhere else to go. Like, what was I supposed to do? Just let them, be out there, nowhere to go. And we see that he's not necessarily a little traitor. He has some feelings for his people, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And they both kind of had a point, because Fury was
I
like,
agree.
look, the host gets to set the terms of the visitation. Like, you can't just come in here and set your own terms and think it's going to be cool.
That's true.
But at the same time, he promised these people that he was going to find somewhere for them to live. And it's been years, like literally years,
Yeah.
with
So
nothing.
when that whole event you were talking about earlier, the flashback clip, it was 95 and 97. So
Right.
yeah, they were like, yeah, we gave you guys some time, but like now we need. And also too, Talos was mentioning how Fury was never reachable. He was talking about how you got dusted, right? You got
Mm-hmm.
dusted. We didn't see you for years. Then when you come back, you want to have nothing to do with Earth, which
Mm-hmm.
I sort of forgot when he mentioned that, and I was like, right, because he was out of space. I don't know how long. I don't know what's the time period here, but He was out in space. So yeah, he was like,
But
yeah. Well, I'm not giving it a pass. I'm just throwing that in because I'm with Nick Fury sitting here where he goes, yeah, you just have brought a whole bunch of people here and also a bunch of destruction now
uh-huh.
because you wanted to look out for your people, not having it run by me, and maybe we could have not necessarily negotiate, but we could have worked something out because I think there was a so from what I'm understanding, there was a system there, and then they just went
Mm-hmm.
over that system. So that
Yeah,
was the problem.
he let his people in the back door. But I'm like,
Yes.
he definitely could have reached Fury had he have wanted
Yeah.
to. It's like, come on
Yeah.
now, you
Yeah.
could have said something.
Well,
But
and you got to remember too, if I could just throw out real quick, because you're absolutely right. I think it was Spider-Man, the second one, and he had contact Nick Fury because you remember, like they were disguised as Nick Fury and Maria, and then I guess something happened and they sent it to Nick Fury. I forget. It's been a while since I watched that movie,
I don't know.
but
I
something
blocked out
happened.
that horrible
Okay, fair.
movie.
All right, see, understood. But there was some kind of contact, is my point.
Okay. So then the argument got so heated that Fury was like, yo, you can get the hell out of here, pretty much. Get out of the train.
Yeah, get out of here. It's
So
my
he
train
ends
now.
up leaving.
Like I said, that train looked
Also,
very comfortable too.
oh, the train looked nice. Like, it's not
Oh,
like
yeah.
I've always wanted to take like a long distance train ride, but like in a fancy train though, like with tea and like, wood paneling and beds.
Okay, you're way too fancy.
No, that's
Okay.
what I want. Nice. I don't want to
I
go to like some regular old Amtrak train. Like, what the heck? But
I like
anyway,
Amtrak, but here we go.
boo.
Hey, they gave me wine, so I don't know what to tell you. I'm easily pleased.
So after that scene, I believe we are transported to this meeting of the minds. We get what's his name? Gravel, all grown
Yes,
up.
yes.
All
Grown gravel.
Grown Gravel and a sexy daddy scroll uh, costume. I don't know who it is that he's supposed to be, but his human form is quite nice. 2 thumbs up. So he's in the car with our girl.
I forgot her name. Yes, okay. I forgot her name. And I remember you mentioning too that she was like from another show. I saw her. I'm just saying she has such a familiar face. I never watched that show. I think I watched 2 episodes and cried. Yeah.
Bruh.
What?
It's a great show. But he's in the car with Khaleesi. They're discussing how Gravel saw Fury, and he was like, he's an old dog now, and he could have killed him, but he didn't want to give him what he wanted, right? And it made me think: are they going to kill Fury off in this series? You think they're going to kill him off?
No.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think Nick Fury is just too. When you think you got Nick Fury, you don't. So no, I don't think. I don't think so.
You don't think that they're trying to say sayonara to the character? Make a way.
No, I think the only way. I think the only way Nick Fury goes away is because like real life something. But no, I don't think so.
Okay.
I
Well,
don't think so.
Khaleesi and Gravel, they ended up going to this like meeting, and in the meeting are all these officials and scrolls.
Yes.
But they're masquerading as leaders of different countries.
Right.
And Gravel comes in and he's like, look, they're trying to get him to face consequences for the lives that were lost during the explosions in the last episode.
Right.
But he pretty much tells him like, look, we need to have a place to live, and this is how we gonna do it. We gotta take these people out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was clearly in cahoots with one of them. The lady, him and her had some cahoots going on.
It was a few of them because 2 of them were really against him. The one that got the dude who got punched in the throat, and the woman who ended up saying, "Yeah, I'm not with this. I won't kneel." So yeah, no, a bunch of them were because he was able to. One of the things I grabbed out of Gravel is that he is really captivating. So when he talks, he's able to grab, like he has presence in the room. So everyone is buying into this except those 2 individuals that we are speaking about, and I'm trying to think of what they called him. Like he's almost like the leader of everything now. They're like almost like they put him as the emperor. I forgot what the words that they.
I don't know what term, but he's probably like the dictator. The military dictator.
Well, some people would just say he's just a dick.
Well, I'll keep my opinions to myself. So they leave the meeting pretty much deciding that they're going to follow through with his plans of terrorism in order to take Earth by force, right? Yeah, exactly. And at the same time, or close to, we got what's his name? You know who? Don Cheadle.
We got Rhodey.
Rhodey, right?
We got Rhodey
of his very own. because all of the countries are coming together. Like, look, what is Agent Fury doing over here? Like, what are the Americans doing? Right? And he had to be very diplomatic, almost like a defense lawyer.
He was really good at this, because like every time they were like Fury did this, he was like allegedly. I thought he was really smooth in this scene here on how he was handling things. There was that one, I forgot which country she was representing, but she kept rolling
Slovakia or something.
Okay, thank you. And he, because she did it once. Second time he turns around and he said, "I'm about to put the suit on," and what he said, rug or rock,
carpet bomb.
Carpet bomb.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds violent.
It is violent. See, it's very violent. It's not. Let's put it this way. Not that I know the actual visual. It's not good.
Okay, well, I'm surprised they used the real country. I was thinking that they were going to use a little fake,
No, Marvel
or something.
For the most part, Marvel's always used more real life places. It was DC that made up stuff like Gotham and all these other.
But to make a threat like that, I would,
Oh,
look good.
Oh, right. Okay.
But
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
So he was able to kind of like, say that, the U.S. is sympathetic to your plights. But at the end of the day, y'all need to get the hell out of my face with all that. That's pretty much what he said.
One of them even tried to brush him off and was like, "Well, we want the president, but we got you," and that's when he, I guess, pretty much to sum up everything that you said. I just wanted to throw that out there because it was almost like they looked at this black man and was like, "Where's why are you here?" That's the kind of vibe I got out of it.
Yeah, that's it. Honestly, though, I could see why they would request the president to come, considering it's kind of like an international incident. But I'm not in politics, so I don't know how those things go. But for him, what did he say? He's a colonel, or what is it that they?
Yeah, that's Colonel Rhodes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, maybe if that's protocol, who knows? But either way, he's who they got.
Yeah. And even though they wanted the president more than most likely sent him as his vessel to speak for
proxy,
him.
Right?
Yes.
So as soon as the meeting wraps up, he gets a call, and it's Fury. He's like, "Yo, what's up? What's up with the suit? It looks expensive." And Rhodey was like, "Yo, I usually wear a titanium suit, so this is a downgrade low key." He was busted down though in the Versace suit, whatever it was.
He looked good.
It was pricey, right?
He
was stunting on him. He said, "Just in case y'all forgot, these are American coins." Buying the best of the best. But anyway, they meet up in this restaurant, at which point Rhodey strips him of his title. He's like, "Look, you're fired. All of this is because of you. This whole incident. The agent, one of our best agents, was killed.
Right,
on your watch. So you gotta go." And Fury was like, "They said you to fire me?"
He was offended. He was offended by this. No, so he was totally offended. Yep.
Honestly, who? I don't know. I don't.
But they didn't send him though. Rhodey said he did that on his own. He was like, they sent
he's a hating Negro. That's
why. Oh, that was. I love the cleanup right there. See, by the way, I love that. I heard she's a
Negro. Yeah. These are old men. You gotta call them Negroes.
Well, I like that. There's a generation between that word. I get that, but there was cause I thought the conversation was interesting. I end up watching this twice just so I can have a good idea about this show. So when we do the review, and the conversation and Fury mentioning how people like us don't get a chance to be in the office, and this is a chance for you to do some good. There was the guy he mentioned. I'm so mad I can't think of his name, but he was in Captain America, not Civil War, the one before that, Winter Soldier, and talking about how people like him, he got that position because of blood and all that stuff, but you earned it, and it was a really interesting conversation. I wish I wrote down these things, but I just thought that was a really interesting conversation because they were clearly talking about color and how about them being in this office and the positions that they had. And Nick Fury mentioning and saying like, "Help a brother out." And like when I say that all the time. I say
I
that all
can
the
see
time.
the point he was trying to make, but it was almost like he was trying to pull the race card, like, yo, you know, you and me, you know, together. Like,
And
but
that's
at the end of
when
the day, you messed
that's
up, bro. You gotta
and,
get.
and that's what Cody, I'm sorry, Rhodes was mentioning and saying like, yeah, I got this position not because of this, I earned it, and I just can't do this just to do that. It was
Mhm.
interesting because I think both had something. I mean, I think you can look at both sides and say like, oh, okay, I kind of get such and such. But they had this thing, and I also, Dan, I'm glad you mentioned because when you was asking about
Talos, that's his name.
yes, well, we'll still call him AT.
MAT. On
LAT.
whether or not the skulls and humans can coexist. Imagine throwing a Professor X and Magneto in the convo of
Yeah,
mutants, but that's another topic for another time.
right,
Facts.
right.
Facts.
But that's a really good comparison, though.
Mhm.
Absolutely. hmm
But yeah,
Absolutely.
he's right. You know, we can't even get along with each other. Imagine throwing these scrolls in here. It would be a mess.
I mean,
But
that really wasn't a lie at all.
no.
Cause I sometimes can't. I cannot stand humans. Sometimes it's just
Mhm.
cannot.
But he takes he pretty much tells Fury he's fired. And Fury delivers this
That's
iconic
that
line.
line right there.
I'm
I'm Nick
And
Fury.
then when I'm out, I'm in.
That was, and then he broke the guy's arm.
He went out with a bang, man. He was like, look, I'm Nick Fury. So that's what happened. He no longer has his title. I wonder where he's going to go from here at this point. But we got something else going on, right? Our girl Agent M, the older lady from from episode 1, she ends up going into like this meat packing place, right?
Ooh.
And
She made a funny here.
Yeah, and in this meat packing place, they have this person who's held hostage, and they're trying to interrogate him, right? And she comes in, and he thinks it's sweet. He's like, I'm about to break out of these chains, and then I'm about to break you. And he said, hold on. She said, I'm Agent M, practically. She didn't say that, but that's the vibe.
Absolutely.
And she shoots him with this injectable that like causes him to like.
It's like something that it heats him up.
Yeah.
I forget what it was.
Through his blood, like the fireball that you had earlier today. Oh, snap. Nat poured it into it. That's exactly how the scene went. And he was burning up hot. Ah!
Well, it wouldn't have done nothing to me then because I'm sitting here calm as hell. I think I would just been annoyed. I would have said, can you get these damn chains off me? But
she was able to interrogate him and to get him to confess to some, give her some intel on Gravel and what they're doing. And even though he was like, I can't say Gravel will kill me, she got some info. Apparently, they're building some machine that's going to make them stronger. And she also gave them a name of some individuals. So that was all the information she needed. But at the time, Gravel and the crew, they come straight into the meatpacking place, trying to, tearing it up, shooting it up. They trying to get their guy, trying to get their boy. They do end up getting him, right? And as they're leading him out the door, they're like, yo, what did you say? Right? Did you
lies. I told him lies.
He said, nothing but lies. Nothing but lies.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. This whole cast seemed pretty British.
Yes. And he came in talking about he's American, but I don't know. It felt like
he was the one who kept saying, because early in the episode, I'm American.
Yeah.
I'm American. That was him. Okay, there we go. All right.
The accent was, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. But anyway, so they're driving in the car, about to head back to the headquarters, right? Driving. And instead of heading home, they stop off at the woods. And you already know what that means.
I love it. I don't want to say I love this scene, but the scene made me laugh because, you already know on the top of your head what's going to happen. You watch enough TV, you know what happens when you go in the woods, right? But when the guy was helping his boy, right, the guy who we'll just call him Snitch, right? And he said, "Are we almost home?" He said, "Yeah, bro." I said, "Okay."
I did good, right? I did good. Yeah, you did good, pig.
Yeah, you did good. Pow! When you saw the flash in the back, I mean, I could not feel sorry for this guy because I'm sitting here saying, "Am I going home? Are we home?" Yeah, and I can see the Lord saying, "What am I doing with this? Like, what is happening there?" Yeah, they blessed him
because he tried. He tried his best. I keep forgetting it's a Disney Plus show, especially with the finger cutting. Oh, see,
right?
there.
Yeah, they are. Well, I think what they try to do is each of these shows have like a different feel to it. So, you always mention how much you loved WandaVision, right? And WandaVision was so I was saying to say it was out there. It was an out there show. I always
Mhm.
like Falcon and Winter Soldier. Uh and I just think each show has some kind of different, like She-Hulk. This is not She-Hulk at all. She-Hulk
Mhm.
was just comedy, if you will. This, it just has such a different take, and I like that they did that. That's
Mhm.
something I like because I like that every show feels different.
Do you think that this is how they're going to handle Daredevil, or do you think they're going to go a little edgier?
I don't think they're going to be as edgy as Netflix, but I think they're going to be. It's going to be under Netflix. Like, it's not going to be as graphic as Netflix, but it's going to be. It's not. It's not gonna. It's not gonna be a comedy. I think they're gonna be something serious. I'm sorry, I'm not finding the exact words here, but I think it's going to be. They're gonna take. They're
You
gonna be
think
serious with it.
Matt Murdock going to be taking him out like he was taking out the ladies, like he was
I almost feel like they
knocking
have
them
to.
down?
I feel like they almost have to keep that same Matt Murdock
They're not
going.
going. This is Disney.
I mean, they're
I
not
don't
gonna
think
do.
they're
I
going to
mean,
have him
okay, no,
knocking
look, no,
down hoes.
no. I mean,
No.
okay, so they're not gonna have it like I said, it's gonna be toned down, but I don't think it's gonna be as toned down as everyone is concerned about.
I don't know, man. I feel like the fact that he's a cad is a big part of his character. So they can't really just leave it out. He's a player. He's a dirty bird.
Yeah, I think they would. I think they
There's
would
gonna be a lot
keep.
of fade to blacks.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think you're gonna. It's gonna be like, oh, that's what's happening. Like I don't think it's gonna be. Now I feel like I gotta watch Daredevil tonight because I gotta miss the Netflix. I miss the Netflix shows.
But back to Secret Invasion. So
Mhm.
yeah, also now that they killed off the guy, we're back with Fury, right? And he's
Mhm.
walking into this, nice little swanky house. We got, the old school jams are playing, and the vibe is set.
They playing
And
Otis.
yes,
And you know that's an old black man. I'm sorry.
that's a
When
good
I heard
one.
Otis, yeah. I heard Otis and I heard tenderness. I said, oh!
I'm telling you, there's an age gap. At a certain age is Negro. I'm telling you, that's a Negro spiritual they was playing on the ones and twos.
Well, not for nothing. When I go to work sometime and I see the old one, I'm like, hey, what up, you old Negro? The 70-year-old ones, though. Absolutely.
To their face.
No. No, I got to do it behind their back. What up, you old
Shady.
Negro?
Oh my God.
That's
Okay.
how I stay cool.
So
That was a good one. Don't do that.
no, it wasn't. But let's continue. So yeah, he goes into this place, and this older black woman, she comes out, and I forget what he says to her, but they ended up kissing in the living room. So apparently, this is his woman. This
Yeah.
is his wife.
Well, you gotta add this because when he comes in, she said, "What's missing?" And he puts the ring on, and he goes, "Better." And then he makes out with her with Otis tenderness playing in the background. But I saw this. Oh, go ahead, finish. Go ahead, finish.
No, I'm thinking, how is this his wife?
Hmm?
This man ain't never home. He's never home. He's in space all the time. He's been booked away. He's always at work. She's what?
I mean,
His
I'm pretty
wife
sure.
in name only?
I'm pretty sure that there was a life before he was in space. I'm pretty sure that she was always there. I think we're gonna dig a little deeper as each episode goes on. So we just gotta give it time. I admittedly I agree. It was random because I never thought Fury would ever find he just doesn't seem like the married guy. But
A wife, right? Or does he know his wife is a star?
see, that's the interesting. I would think so. I would think so. Matter of fact, I saw this very funny thing on Twitter, and it was pretty much people into green. And you had Star Lord. There was somebody else. Someone mentioned Black Widow and Hulk, and now we have Nick Fury. He's into green. There was one more person. I gotta look it up now because now I'm bothered by it. But apparently, green is sexy.
Green is sexy.
Green is sexy. I gotta find it now. I'm so bothered by it. But carry on. Keep talking. I'm gonna find it real
So
quick.
I'm just shocked that he has a wife. The fact that he's always in space for years, blipped away for years. What? Who was it?
Oh, it's Matt Murdock because right, She-Hulk.
Oh God.
I mean, listen. Hey, listen. You asked it before. Hey, is he going to be knocking them all down? Yeah, yeah,
I guess you
yeah,
knocked down.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
but yeah, I'm just shocked at it. I feel like they just have a marriage of convenience. This woman has her entanglements. Meanwhile, he has his
Oh,
entanglements.
I mean, there's
Years in space.
he could have been in years in space.
He don't even wear his wedding ring, bruh. Entanglements.
I think there's an agreement between them because right, you did mention the wedding ring, but I think of it like this. So when you mentioned the wedding ring, the kind of job that Nick Fury does, not that anyone would know who his wife is, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you see that ring, you're like, oh, you're married? I think that was his way of not giving. Nick Fury is so secretive, right? He doesn't give anything to people. So I'm just looking at that as his way of being secret to the world, but he knows and his wife knows what they got. I don't know. I'm not Murray Povich.
Well, anyway, that was the episode, guys. A lot happened. A lot of intricateness happened. Like we got to see how
And
everything was connected.
tenderness.
Yeah, and tenderness, all of that. So yeah, I'm here for the next episode. I'm still going to continue watching. I'm hoping that it does pick up just a little bit. It's interesting, but I feel
Sure.
like there definitely could be a little something extra. And I can't even
Do you feel
articulate
like
what that something is.
Do you feel like action is missing? Like some action?
I feel like every episode does have a little bit of action,
Sure.
but how can I say it?
It's hard to figure out what is missing because something is missing, and I
Yeah.
agree with you. And there is action, but I think for me, it's not enough action. And I also think the slow pacing for me, but it's for me, I think it's just because I want to get to this point, but then I realize I have to be patient with it because they're obviously
they're laying a lot of groundwork. It's a lot
Yes,
of monologue.
yes,
That's what
yes.
it is. It's a lot of, oh yeah, well this is happening, this is happening, this is happening, and it's that can be tiresome sometimes. And I do
Yes.
think they I wish they'd show a little bit more and not tell so much, if that makes sense.
I can understand that.
But yeah, that's the episode, guys. Thanks for watching. Join us next week on Wednesday because we're moving from Thursdays to Wednesdays since Gotham Knights is no longer going to be on. So when we talk about episode 3 of Secret Invasions next Wednesday, join us right here on YouTube or Twitch or Twitter or whatever platform you are watching us on currently. And talk to you later. Bye.
Bye, folks.
Where's my outro? Where's my outro?
You got it.
There it is.
Bye.